Hello, Sagittarius. Hope you guys are doing well. So I already have not picked out, I shuffled and it jumped out here. Your animal spirit for the week. So this is what is going to be guiding you. So you have the Swan guiding you this week, which is lovely. It is an emotional card, right? So we'll run by water. Okay, it's a water element here. So this is really to do with your feelings and emotions. And what was beautiful about how it came out was that it came out so softly, like it came out so gentle. Um, and I think it's important because this card really does speak about spending some time in solitude. It's about having some you time, Sagittarius, because there is an inner voice that needs to be heard. And what's interesting is that we have this reflection as well, which again is about really trying to learn through situations what it might be trying to teach you, but also like what are your feelings trying to teach you? What is that inner voice trying, where is it trying to guide you? Is a really good time for creativity, and even if there is some reflection moments, they want you to be soft and gentle to yourself. Like the way that it came out was very soft. It was very, and that's the word that keeps coming into my mind because that's what I heard when it came out. I was like, that's so elegant. Like the way that it came out was, when I saw that it was the Swan, I was like, wow, it kind of makes sense here. But anyway, so it's a time for creativity. Journaling would be amazing actually this week. So if you have the time, make sure that you do it. Writing, whatever actually makes you feel good. Writing, drawing, painting, whatever makes you feel good, I would definitely do that because it feels like it's helping you in some way with your feelings. But anyway, let's dive into the rest of your reading. Let's see what's going on for you guys for the week ahead. A new life. Look at that. That's amazing. Okay. I love this. She's actually hatching out of this egg here. So you guys are being born again. There's some new life in your world. So whether you are changing, all right, or whether something is happening in your world that represents this new life, you have Healer of the Ages. So for a lot of you Sagittarius, it definitely feels like you guys are a healer. So there's something, maybe Reiki is something that you guys would like to get into, or tarot, or any kind of mediumship or whatever. You are a healer. You possess gifts of the soul that can benefit others around you, and maybe that's something that you're waking up to. All right, I'm realizing maybe your dream is important when it comes down to your purpose or your future here. But anyway, even if your way of healing others is through your advice, whatever it is, you are a healer. So this is just confirmation that you are blessed, that you do channel in things from spirit, no matter how you do it. Again, whether it's writing a book, whether it's drawing anything or painting anything or any kind of art or creativity, all right? Or again, through your words, you are a healer here. And there is this essence of purity coming from both of these. So I don't know if you've been through a cleansing or that's something that you are still going through, in which case I would say you're really, really showing up as this bright white light in both of these cards, but also with how I'm seeing it as well. Like it just feels like there's a lot of purity. You're pure this week. All right, let's carry on for my angels. Sagittarius. Patience coming through. All right, you're being guided to be patient within this week, which makes sense. You guys are ruled by temperance, so I'm kind of seeing like that new life looks like an egg hatching, right? So I'm almost seeing like a baby bird, and a baby bird is in its new life and it's so excited, wants to just start flying out, but you need patience. You need to kind of fit into these wings here. Renewal. Hey, Sagittarius, you're changing seasons. You've been through the worst of it, all right? That winter always represents survival and, scarcity. When you think about the season itself, every animal, every being is in like survival mode. It's colder outside, right? Trees start to completely drop all their leaves. So by the winter time, there is nothing left. So winter does kind of represent a bit of survival mode, but you're entering this beautiful blossoming abundance coming through in spring. Spring is about new life, so it definitely is another theme coming through here. She's also got her chakras aligned, so you guys could be again aligning yourself. There's definitely this beautiful light coming from you as well. So again, I don't know, you're coming through is very special this week. I want to get one more for you. Dissipating. So this, I think, is what's changing. Of course, we have patience, so they are saying to be patient with certain things, but that doesn't mean to do nothing because dissipating says don't let your life dissipate, okay? You might always think, oh, one day I'll do this. And then, when is one day? If you're the one that has to take action towards a certain dream or a goal, then what are you waiting for? So for some of you, it really is just aligning yourself by action taking towards who you want to become and maybe what you want to be, whether it's your job or a certain thing that you want to bring into fruition in your life. Don't let your life dissipate, okay? Patience is almost like a beautiful balance of being in between being patient and dissipating, right? Right. Let's move forward. I have some of these for you. Sagittarius. I'm seeing 3 babies. I never ever looked at this before. 3 people, but I don't know, those frames. Anyway, trust, don't worry. 3 babies, like when we see eggs in a reading, it represents new life, right? It's a new beginning, a new thing. So just like the Empress, she's pregnant. It doesn't mean that everyone's pregnant, but what it does mean, Sagittarius, is that you're bringing something to life. So there could be 3 things in particular, 3 new beginnings in your world this week or in this moment of time. You have trust. Don't worry, everything is unfolding perfectly. The universe is taking care of it. Let go, flow. Time to let go. Stop overthinking. Meditation helps. One more. And karma. Interesting. What goes around comes around. Karma is at work. You get what you deserve. Love that. Okay, let's dive into your tarot, my angels. Let's see what else is going on for you guys. Right, let's see for my lovely Sagittarians. First card out. The Tower. Dun, dun, dun. All right, foundation is falling apart here so that it can be rebuilt in a better way. Let's see what else this is saying. We have the Knight of Cups. We will clarify this. So there's a big shift going on in your life quite clearly. 6 of Swords. That's pretty interesting. I actually quite like this. If you know me, then you know that the way that I read the Knight of Cups, sure, it can be romance, and if it is, I will bring it up in a second. But the Knight of Cups, I always say, when it's to do with you, it's about crossing some sort of emotional blockage, right? Sometimes it's anxiety, it's the emotions that stop us from going into new territory, right? Whether it be you stepping into the unknown, again, we have that emotional and anxious barrier that stops us from moving forward. What's interesting is it's because of some sort of divine intervention, some, universal interference, whatever the Tower is, what some of you it could be separation, a falling out, or sudden news or abrupt enlightenment, whatever it is. It feels like it's kind of forcing you in a way to get through some sort of emotional barrier to move forward in some way. The good news is if you have been dealing with a lot of chaos in your life, a difficult toxic situation or whatever it is, I do feel like you are moving away from it towards something much better for yourself. So that's good news for you. Healer of the Ages could represent that you guys are looking for healers as well. And also healing yourself from a situation that definitely fell apart and was very difficult for you. This feels like your winter that we were speaking about. So, Knight of Cups, wearing your heart in your sleeve, being open and vulnerable enough to make some sort of change or action towards going towards something much better. So, moving away from that Tower. Let's get 3 more, then we will clarify. Page of Wands. Could have been a bit of gossip that created some sort of Tower moment for you guys here, some childish energy, but the Page of Wands could also be quite good as good news. So let's see. The Death card, you've got a lot of Scorpio energy here. The Page of Swords, speaking of Scorpio, I know it's an air sign card, but it just reminds me of Scorpio because it's like kind of a triggered, stingy, reminds me of like a scorpion. All right, I'm going to clarify this before we even talk about it, but for some of you, definitely could be some conflict between you and somebody else here. which is interesting because I think this is lingering, because you have new life, healer of the ages, patience, renewal, trust, and karma. It definitely feels like somebody's making your life quite difficult. That's what it feels like. But there is a change. There is, the death card here. It's like inevitable change. This has to happen because something's just not serving you. You will be moving towards something much better, by the way. So unless you have already, in which case, same thing. All right, for Sagittarius, let's see the Tower. 7 of Wands. This may have been something that you were trying to avoid. Here, I almost feel like you are going to be protected in this. Like it feels like somebody else's karma, maybe even as well. The Tower is somebody else's karma. I don't know what the significance there of somebody's cheek. Whether you turned the other cheek here, because 7 of Wands is usually somebody fighting up against all the odds, right? So for some of you, again, you were trying to avoid this, but again with the death card, it's inevitable. Something needs to fall apart here. So the 7 of Wands, you will have success regardless. That's always the message behind the 7 of Wands. So the Tower feels like it's not necessarily to do with you, or it's happening so that you can have success. So Knight of Cups. Strength card. This is about having strength and courage and vulnerability to move forward, to make some sort of move here. And that 8 of Cups on the bottom of the deck here definitely feels like walking away from things that just don't serve you emotionally. Things that you've been trying to protect yourself from, or people. Definitely feels like 2 difficult people in your life. 6 of Swords. The Fool. So this again represents movement. This could be where your new life is, to be honest with you. This is maybe some motivation for you to make some sort of change, because the 6 of Swords, moving away from drama and chaos. And that Tower definitely looks like drama and chaos. But the Fool is a new journey, a leap of faith somewhere else. Trusting in the universe here, because it definitely feels like divine intervention, right? What's the Page of Wands here for? Ace of Cups. All right. Death card. King of Pentacles. So there's a change in stability here. But it feels like it's moving you towards much more stable times. It feels like the King of Pentacles is representing that there's a change in stability here, but it also feels like that's where you're going to go, is towards the King of Pentacles. So whether it's abundance that you want, financial prosperity, material wealth, that's all going to be coming your way here. But this change is going to help you get there, okay? There's no need to be stuck or trying to prevent this death card from happening. The same with the Tower. Something does need to fall apart here. And the Page of Swords. Yeah, the 5 of Cups. So the Page of Swords doesn't feel yet like it's you. It could be somebody around you who's a bit triggered here. Someone who's definitely somebody who kind of dwells a lot. Someone who's very negative, kind of a victim of life a little bit. So if that is you, the 5 of Cups is a good reminder, like not to just focus on what you cannot control and the things that disappoint you in life, but also try to look at the things that you do still have and what you can make from it, because the 5 of Cups does say that there is still something that you have, okay? Or things that you have to maybe focus on, because there is new life happening here. Right, the Page of Wands and the Ace of Cups could be you meeting somebody new. By the way, Ace of Cups is a new emotional beginning. So regardless of where in your life this resonates, you are getting an opportunity here. One that is going to bring you in better emotions, better feelings, unconditional love. So for some of you, if it's career, Page of Wands, you're hearing about it, you're getting some sort of opportunity here, and one that's opening a door of this like better environment and things that actually you love to do, maybe even as well. So, I would follow wherever this goes. I would definitely launch yourself into this when it comes up, or whatever the opportunity is. But it can also be you creating an opportunity for yourself. That could be what it is. Something that you love to do. Something that brings you in good vibes, good feelings. Okay, as well. And if it is love, this definitely looks like some flirtation and something that is opening the doors to, again, unconditional love here. Okay. Right, and the king, yeah, with the death card and the tower, King of Pentacles, something is rocking the foundations because the foundations are unstable, whether it's your work life, whatever area of your life it is, something's a bit unstable, and the universe only really interferes when it's necessary, either for your soul's growth, maybe you got a bit too comfortable in a place that may not be very good for you, so it's time to change, time to shift, but it also feels like something was blocking your healing process. So that's why renewal is here. I'm going to get a card for dissipating. The Five of Swords. Now that looks like it's the woulda, coulda, shouldas, right? That's what it feels like. Maybe you have a tendency to go to kind of, again, be a bit too comfortable and let things dissipate, thinking, oh, I wish I had did this in the past, or I wish I did that. But then in this present moment, what are you doing to avoid your inner voice from saying that later down the line? You know, in a few years' time, will you be looking back at where you are now going, oh, I wish I did this and I wish I did that. I should have done that. So think about it. What can you do now to make your future self proud? That's something I would say. Don't dwell on conflict here. Don't dwell on the changes that are happening. Be patient with yourself as you're moving forward, but there is new life happening and a completely new journey opening up for you. But right now you're going through the kind of destruction part first, the doors closing kind of part first for the other ones to open up for you. All right, my angels, that's what I have for you. I wish you guys all the best. Please let me know in the comments how it resonated with you, and I hope to see you guys next time. All right.